Hello there lovelies, my name is Manaka97 and today I like to call this series Anime News Source whenever I talk about everything and anything new upcoming for anime and anime-based video games. And today I'm going to be talking about Vanessa being a playable character in Black Clover Quartet. In the newest issue of V-Jump magazine, scans have shown that Vanessa will be joining the Black Bulls roster. Now speaking of Vanessa, there are a few things I want to touch upon, one of them being Vanessa's fire abilities and her new gameplay features with moves such as Vanessa's web technique from the manga and a physical attack and apparently a long-range fire technique, which at the time of this video hasn't been translated yet, but a few screenshots of her throwing and somewhat slashing the enemies with her fire ability, which is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. One of the screenshots you can see is that Vanessa's fire ability wrapping around Astu Nuel, so it seems that her fire ability slowly replenishes the enemy's health over time, and on top of that, it seems that she has a finishing KO attack from the non-translated scan that I'm looking up. But overall, Vanessa looks like a fun and interesting character and a pretty fun time overall as a whole. And on top of that, they're adding a brand new map, which is pretty short, but knowing this game, it probably won't matter that much since everyone will be all over the place, but I am looking forward to this. Also, it would be pretty cool if they add the cat ability from the manga, but I'm not gonna go into spoiler territory. But wait, there's more, because as I'm writing this video right now, Black Clover finally has a release date for Japan, and it's set to release on September 13th, which is pretty exciting because that's my birthday month. And to top it all off, Asta's demon form will be playable in this game. But speaking of Black Clover Fantasy Night is coming out for smartphones on release. Now if you haven't checked out my last news video where I covered Black Clover Fantasy Night, it's basically an RPG based game on mobile devices, and from the new screenshots that we're looking at right now, it looks pretty good to say the least, and I'm definitely looking forward to this game and seeing what it plays like. But there's not much information out for this game at the moment, but I'm curious to see your thoughts on this in the comment section below. But Black Clover Quartet and Black Clover Fantasy Night releases in 2018.
最後に別れくらい言わせてやる。何が何だかさっぱりわかんねえ。ここ何か嫌な予感がするわ。ヤミさん。ヤミ団長じゃない？
俺はヤミ助弘だ。
このガキがヤミさんだってのか。取り押さえて連れてくるだけで俺たち死にそうになったんすよ。若い団長も可愛くていいわね。若い頃から強かったんだね。
お前ら俺のこと知ってるのか。
どういうこと？
ここにもう一人カルナって女がいたよな。
準備は整った。間もなく来る月食の夜、楽しみにするがよ。カルナ、私自らの手で王都を破壊してくれる。させるかボケ。みんなでここを守りきるわよ。ミラーズブリゲイド。燃えるね。あいつ何したんだ。本気で行く。操られてるのよ。これなら。あの女、白夜の魔眼と通じている。協力して王都を襲撃するつもりだ。まだ諦めてねえぞ。何としても守り抜くんだ。
今魔法騎士団の新たな戦いが始まる。ブラッククローバーカルテットナイツ。
俺はまた助けられねえのか。
But moving on, Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Strikers will be releasing in the US on August 31st with pre-order bonuses and a collector's edition titled the Uzumaki Edition. The Uzumaki Edition comes with the 9 DLC packs, yikes, the Great Sage Mode, which I wish was in the base game, and to top it all off, the most important item for this collector's edition is the Naruto and Boruto figure. Does anybody really care? Great, moving on. What you get for pre-ordering is the 7th Hokage's costume, which by the way, a lot of people don't really see the big deal in this, but for me, I think that the female characters look great in Naruto's Hokage's outfit, and is the reason why I'm pre-ordering this game is because the female characters look great and outstanding for this game, and I plan on making a female character for my playthrough. And the last pre-order bonus for this game is Pain as a mastered character, which has me thinking that Pain's abilities must be the most broken and OP abilities for this game for him to be a pre-order bonus. Now with the news out the way, I can actually give my thoughts on Shinobi Strikers. Now I will be picking up Shinobi Strikers and I'm definitely looking forward to this game, mainly for the fact that I'm able to play with my group of friends in a group style of gameplay like this, plus I need my Naruto fix every 2 to 3 years when it comes to Naruto video games. But to everyone who is saying that Shinobi Strikers is being rushed or they're putting out the game too quickly, keep in mind that every video game and every video game company needs to start off somewhere, or as people used to put it back in the day, needs a skeleton to get things rolling or to kick things off. A perfect example for Shinobi Strikers is Xenoverse 1 in 2015. Because if you watch previous Xenoverse 1 videos in the past, most if not all of them would say if you support this game and give them a chance to make a skeleton, which for those who are confused on what a skeleton is basically the core of the base game and for developers to copy and paste and to kick off and add new features for a later installment. And if anyone is confused at this point in time. What this basically boils down to is that if Xenoverse 1 got a 9 out of 10 on Steam in the past, even though the first game is easily not as good as it is nowadays, why not give Shinobi Strikers that same treatment for the companies and the developers to get their foot off the ground? Because like I said before, most if not all Xenoverse 1 videos have said this is their first skeleton, so why don't we apply that same logic into Shinobi Strikers? But Naruto Shinobi Strikers releases on August 31st in North America. But moving on, My Hero Academia's One's Justice announced that Kirishima, Tokoyami, and Earphone Jack Girl are playable characters, and on top of that, My Hero Academia's One's Justice has a release date on August 23rd. Now there's not much information to really cover when it comes to this game, but speaking of its release date, now it's funny how most of these games are dangerously close to each other when it comes to My Hero, Black Clover, and Shinobi Strikers, but One's Justice releases on August 23rd in 2018. And the last topic of today, ReZero VR is coming to PlayStation in Japan. Now if you're wondering why am I covering a PlayStation exclusive game, is because if you click the button on the top right of the screen right there, you can see that ReZero was actually my first news coverage video outside of Berserk Band of the Hawks, and it's almost been a full year since the VR game has been out for cell phones. So next month is actually pretty crazy how I've been almost doing this for a full year on June 17th. But that's it, that's all. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, I talk about everything and anything new upcoming for anime and anime-based video games, and if you don't know, I have a second channel where I actually did another news video not too long ago. So if you're wondering why there's a gap between this video and like a month ago, it's because I actually did a news video on my second channel where I talk about everything and anything anime and anime news related. So I have two news channels, and I also just talk about anime stuff on there as well. So definitely check out the second channel if you want more videos and content coming soon. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.